So you can see there's a few of the examples of the food that I've received as an inpatient in hospital. Unappetising. 9 times out of 10 it comes cold or barely warm. There's absolutely zero effort in presentation. I mean zero effort. Vegetables in most cases are either overcooked or way undercooked. You know, patients aren't asking for a lot. When you're in hospital, you're sick, your appetite isn't great, and then you're handed this. It really doesn't help things. I really feel like they really need to start cooking the food properly, ensure that it's very hot for all patients. A little bit of variety, maybe not the same thing every day. And I really think it's important that, you know, I know when I'm in hospital, you know, run into the shop for teas and coffees, it's very expensive, it all adds up. So perhaps a tea or coffee station on each ward so that a patient can go and get it themselves. You know, I think nurses are way understaffed as it is, at least on the ward that I attend. So they don't have time to be running for tea and coffee. And I think it's very unfair because they're overworked anyway. And I know in some cases that's not possible for cross-infection and stuff, but I think it should be considered an option at least. It's not very hard. I really just think that the people in the kitchens, the chefs, the cooks, just put in a bit of effort. Like, if you're going to look at a plate or hand up a plate to a patient, if you wouldn't eat it, don't hand it up to them. It's really poor.
So my reaction to this video is, again, it's really important to minimize unnecessary diet restrictions for patients. You know, they're not feeling well, just like she said. You're not feeling well in the hospital. You're not going to have much of an appetite. You're not in your normal environment at home. You don't have all those comforts of home. So trying not to put unnecessary diet restrictions on your patients' diets is going to be the best thing to give them a better appetite. And then I also want to add, it is difficult in food service operations in the hospital setting. I don't work in the food service setting. I'm a clinical dietitian, so I work with more like tube feeds and TPN. But definitely in hospitals, just like she was saying how nurses are understaffed, the food service workers are also overworked, understaffed. You know, it's very difficult. And I think patients a lot of the time don't understand how difficult it is to be part of the food service operation in an institution. For example, my hospital has 1,000 patients at any given time. When you're having to make meals for that amount of people, it is very difficult to get everything up to the room perfectly hot. So even though it is really unfortunate for the patient, the food service workers are working really hard and they do care a lot.
Check out my food choices, y'all. Chef Special 1. White rice, green beans, unsweetened iced tea, and cubed pineapple. Chef Special 2. Just cubed pineapple. Hemodialysis snacks, none. Peritoneal snacks, none. Entrees, none. Burgers and sandwiches. Oh, look, I can have a packet of ketchup or a packet of mustard. Soups, let's try that. None. There's desserts, though.
So this is an example of one of my least favorite diets affecting a patient's appetite. Kidney diets are very unpalatable, especially when you kind of think about the fact that hospital food is not that great at baseline. The chronic kidney diet is most often going to be a low sodium, low phosphorus, and low potassium diet. So that's knocking out a ton of foods that patients are able to eat. And just like you see in this video, it can almost make it impossible for people to order things at meals when they're on this diet because a lot of like sides or even entrees may not be allowed. For example, you couldn't have tomato sauce. So anything that has tomato sauce is not going to be allowed on that diet. You're not allowed to have potatoes. A lot of people like mashed potatoes or French fries, that kind of thing. You can't have that on that diet. So if patients come in with kidney disease, but their electrolytes are fine, you really want to not put them on a chronic kidney diet. That poor appetite that you're giving to the patient, that could end up giving them malnutrition. So really think twice before you order a chronic kidney or renal diet for a patient.
Everything I ate at the hospital when I gave birth to my newborn. First meal.
Ooh, I'm joking. Those vegetables look so good. My guess is sausage and eggs. What? Ooh. And then soup. Pudding. I don't know what that is.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see what it is.
What's in there?
Falafels.
Oh.
They smell good.
Ew.
They actually smell good.
What? You gotta be kidding me. What is this? Lunch is here. Let's see. Thought these were apples, but they're potatoes. Here is my dinner today. Ooh. We actually got some vegetables today, which is nice. Discharge day, and now it's breakfast. I'm going to guess waffles, one of them. Woo! Just a handful. What do you think it's gonna be, Skyly? She's on the FaceTime with me.
So this is an example of a diet that was ordered for a patient that's not providing enough calories and protein, most likely. You could see a lot of her breakfasts were just like one piece of toast or a muffin or something very small. So this is an example of a patient where if her healthcare provider was familiar with oral nutrition supplement, they would know that for a breastfeeding mother, she's going to need more protein. You know, when you're making that breast milk, your body is using up a lot of extra protein. So you're going to need about 25 to 30 extra grams of protein and quite a few extra calories each day as well. So for this person, you would want to make sure that you're ordering an oral nutrition supplement for her so that she can get those extra calories and protein.
This looks like a freaking gas station in the cafeteria at University of Arizona Medical School. Look at this, soda. What is this, 7-Eleven? All this junk food over here. More Skittles, seed oils, Fritos, chicken fingers, French fries, but they're cooked in tallow. No, those are all cooked in seed oils. What the heck? This is how we feed our doctors and patients? Are you kidding me? Look at this over here. White bread, tortillas. What hospital cafeteria would be complete without donuts? Yogurt-covered pretzels, more seed oils, seed oil-laden grains.
Okay, I'm really not sure what this doctor's issue is with seed oils. I'm thinking he's probably not educated in nutrition. I don't have any problem with seed oils, so I'm really not sure what his issue with those are. I agree with him. The hospital food in the cafeteria is often not that healthy, but I would definitely not say that there's anything wrong with seed oils.
Oh, but it's cool. We got some gummy worms, Monster Energy, Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, Coke. What? More seed oils. In case you missed them on the way in. The University of Arizona Hospital cafeteria. This looks like a gas station convenience store. Maybe a gas station convenience store would even be better than this. This is how we feed patients and doctors? Does anybody think about food here at all? Drives me crazy.
Yeah, I just think that this doctor is definitely on the right track. He's noticing that this particular place doesn't have very many healthy foods, meals, beverages for patients and their visitors. But I don't agree with whatever issue he has with seed oils. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's actually a healthy source of fat.
So fucking fed up. The medical system and the hospital system in the US really needs a significant change. Yesterday at 5:30 in the morning, my husband woke up with acute pain and we suspected appendicitis. We go to City MD first and then we go to Lenox Hill. We wait at Lenox Hill for about 3 hours just to get a CT scan. We wait another 2 hours just to find out if he actually has appendicitis or not. And then we wait another 2 hours for his surgery to happen. This is him going into surgery. We're just all exhausted at this point just from waiting and waiting and waiting at the hospital. Surgery goes well. His surgeon was actually amazing. This is at 7 p.m. So the last time he had dinner was 6 p.m. the night before. So he hasn't had anything for almost 12 hours. He's starving. I kid you not, this is the fucking food that they bring. A chocolate chip cookie, a cold fucking Caesar salad and apple, and Lay's chips. This is a note that I wrote as I'm just sitting there just crying, just like so upset the fact that my husband is eating Lay's chips right after his appendicitis got removed. Doctor and nurses even go, oh, you can go back to your normal routine. You can eat anything you want, even fast food. I'm like, in what fucking world are doctors and nurses recommending a patient who just literally gone through a major surgery to have fucking fast food and give them fried chips and processed food right after? I am still at a loss for words, but I know I'm going to work to change this industry because patients who go through surgery do not deserve to eat food like this. They need something that is going to be healing, don't cause any more inflammation, and just nourishing in general.
I would say most patients, this sounds kind of like an exception. Usually patients who undergo surgery, the first thing that's given to them is not fast food. And like I talk about in my course, if somebody has a great appetite and they're eating all of their meals and they're having some sort of issue like high blood sugar or their electrolytes are high or something like that, then it would be appropriate to put a dietary restriction on them. Like this patient may have preferred a heart-healthy diet that's going to be lower in fat, it's going to be higher in fruits and vegetables. Maybe he wants to request something like that because he enjoys that. I will say there's a lot of patients who, because they're just not feeling well in the hospital, all they want is like a burger and fries. And, it may not be the healthiest thing for them, but if the other alternative is them not eating at all, then it's better for them to eat something than nothing. So I know that it goes against a lot of people's common understanding of nutrition, but you kind of got to change the way that you think when it comes to clinical nutrition, because it's better to eat something than nothing. If somebody's eating great, they have a great appetite, then sure, we can give them healthier food. But if they're refusing to eat because they don't like the food, then you're just going to have to give them whatever they want.
So I hope you liked this video. Absolutely make sure to check out the course this video was taken from and to register for a free trial account which will give you access to selected chapters of the course. If you want to learn how MedMastery can help you become a great clinician, make sure to watch the About MedMastery video. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.